Well, hello everyone. Thanks for hopping in again with me and Spike on another Yeezy camping adventure. Today, as usual, I'm way up in the mountains and I'm going to a spot I call Panorama Point. Hoping to do a little stargazing tonight. Up ahead there you can see Mount Baker. It's a volcano. If you look back here, that's Jumbo Mountain and Three Fingers and Whitehorse. Now, of course, Panorama Point, like most places that I take you, doesn't really exist on a map. There's not really a panorama point. It's just a place that I know how to get to. And in order to, talk about it, when my wife and I have conversations about this place or that place, we need a name, gotta have something to call it, so this is Panorama Point. I almost never camp here. In fact, I've never camped here because it's always too windy. As you can see, this place is just totally exposed to the sun, to the wind. It does have some saving graces. It's got a spectacular view. It's got great cell phone reception. That's enough by those two things alone. Well, I'm going to utilize that stump in my campsite tonight. There's Spike. I've been standing here for about 10 minutes trying to get the feng shui right of how I'm going to put Spike. This way, this way, this way. I'm thinking I'm going to back him in right here, put my chair here, have this table here, and then I'll have this epic view all around. And it'll be great stargazing tonight too, I'm sure. Well, this is how it ended up. Got my chair here with the extra table, my campfire. I can turn my head left, right, or straight ahead and be absolutely satisfied with the view. So when I was coming in, it was 84 degrees down in the valley at 72 up here. I knew it was going to be a little bit warm, so I stopped down and got some survival foods. I got some Bing cherries, some grapes, and a personal sized watermelon. That's all I have to keep me going through tonight, besides some hot dogs for dinner. Well, I think I'll just leave that stuff there. This is one of those roads where no one ever shows up. And we'll head down the road here a couple of switchbacks and have a look at something I was going to show you. I seen it there every time I come up here. Hopefully it's still there and in good shape. It's an artifact from about 100 years ago. Could be in a museum, but it's out here, which is even better. So obviously it looks like it began its life as a boiler for a steam engine and then just kept getting modified and modified. It's probably on a steam donkey up here for a while. Wonder what comes jumping out. Oh, nothing. So it got modified into oblivion. Got replaced by something better. And that was a fun little outing. I think the wind has died down a little bit. I'm going to kick back in the chair here and just enjoy the view. So actually tonight is supposed to be a great Northern Lights show, and anywhere in Washington State is supposed to be good. And this is a great spot, but I wasn't, I've tried to see them before, nothing ever happens, but this time they say it's a G5, which is like the best you can hope for. So I'm just going to set up my camera, stay up late as I can, and see what happens. Well, I went ahead and rearranged camp just a little bit, set things up a little differently, have the canopy up now. This is definitely the spot to be for a Northern Lights show. Hopefully it's going to happen. I have more hope in this one than I've ever had before. The wind has really died down. Later on this evening, it's about 8 o'clock now. Later on this evening, I'll probably roast a couple hot dogs to augment the salad I had for dinner. Salad ain't much of a dinner. Well, now, looks like the sun is set. Starting to get a little bit chilly already. So the mosquitoes are just becoming intolerable. Seems there's always at least 3 of them dining on me at any particular moment. So you know what that means. It's time for my buddy, Mr. Thermocell. Charging cord, the juice. There it is. Pop this top. Okay, pop this top. Put this in. This on top. Here in a few minutes, once those lights stop twirling around and indicate it's warm, a little mist will be visible out of the top there, and the mosquitoes will be no more. There we go. Now those mosquitoes will pay. They don't like that for some reason. Doesn't bother me at all. That's way better than spraying myself up with bug spray. I'd rather just be eaten by mosquitoes than wear bug spray. What a beautiful evening. I'm starting to get a little hungry again, so I'm going to go ahead and get some hot dogs out, ketchup and mustard and all that, and have a couple hot dogs while I'm waiting for those northern lights. I'm upwind of those hot dogs and they smell good. Getting there. Ah, 2 hot dogs. That should keep me going. At least for a while. Well, the sun has gone down and it's a very soft and a very quiet evening, very peaceful evening. The wind has died. The light to the west is a fading light, but it glows softly. It's very pretty. I think we'll have stars popping out pretty soon. And I'm more and more hopeful about tonight's Northern Lights display. Fingers crossed. I've never seen the Northern Lights. So here's a couple of snapshots that I took. You can see it's very colorful. It seems to be made up of streams of light that originate from straight overhead and then come down to all points on the horizon. I pointed my camera straight up and got this 30-minute time lapse. I used one GoPro to get a series of 30-minute time lapses. This is a view looking to the northwest. And this is looking east. Both of them about a 30-minute time lapse. This is my second GoPro and it took about a 5-hour time lapse. It was literally bright enough that you could easily walk around at midnight with no flashlight. Eventually, around midnight 30, I just got too sleepy and had to crawl into Spike and go to sleep. But the show kept going. About 4 a.m. I got up and changed the batteries in the GoPro. You could see a little bit of activity, but it was over with by then. What a beautiful morning. But just spectacular, but nothing's going to compare to that light show we seen last night. That was absolutely stunning. I'm actually pretty anxious to head home and put the videos on the computer and see if they turned out. GoPros do a pretty good job, so I think I got some excellent footage. I have apples and oranges and grapes and cherries. I even have a watermelon. I don't think I'm going to eat breakfast. I think I'll just snack on fruit on the way home. Because like I say, I'm anxious to get there and see that video. Never seen anything like that. Wow, that was something. And what a perfect spot here at Panorama Point. Okay, let's get things packed up. Well, I guess another adventure comes to a close. And what an epic adventure that was. That's going to be hard to top. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today and yesterday. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you on the next video too. Till then, you've been easy camping with Dan Dog and Spike.